Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Arthenex Plays Europa Universalis 4 as Byzantium. So, this is my first recording session since my original recording session where I recorded the first 7 episodes. I want to say that I appreciate everybody who's already been watching and following and subscribing and liking the videos. It's been a terrific response so far, so I'm really excited to keep doing it. I especially want to thank the viewers who left comments on the YouTube channel. I thought I would just take a second to respond to a couple of them. To Veiled Python 842, who suggested after video 3 that I attack Naples. I obviously thought that was a very good idea myself, as we wound up doing that a couple episodes after that. Although, of course, since I'd already done that, I didn't want to spoil anything at the time. And to Sergeant Pepper 22, who suggested that one good way to improve my relationship with the Mamluks was to ask for military access from them. And if we look, they are in fact willing to grant us military access. Of course, I actually like them now, since I have been able to rival the Mamluks, since I've been able to rival the Ottomans. It's been good because that has given me a rival of rival bonus with the Mamluks, which counteracts the different religion penalty. So they're not going to ally me, but it's not completely out of the question anymore thanks to that rival of rival bonus. If you are, just in a general note, if you are trying to get a country of an ally, if you can get a country as an ally, I should say, if you can possibly find some way to rival one of their rivals, I realize that's not something that's quite so lightly done in the most recent patches, but nevertheless, if you can find a way to do that, then it makes getting an alliance much more likely. So, anyway, one more thing before I start the stream back up again, I just want to mention that I've been considering possibly starting up another Let's Play series, and I'd appreciate any feedback in the comments about any games that you guys particularly are interested in seeing a Let's Play of. So, for example, some of the games that I've been considering, Age of Wonders 3, I probably will do a Let's Play of that when the new expansion comes out, but I'll probably hold off until then, since it sounds like the new expansion is coming out relatively soon. Some other strategy-like type games that I enjoy playing, the original King Arthur, the role-playing war game, of course, CK2. Not as much of a fan of that as I am EU4, but I do play it from time to time. King's Bounty Armored Princess, another one of my favorites. And XCOM, the Long War mod. I have been known to play that a fair amount. And of course, and then there's Endless Legend, which I have dabbled in, but I haven't really played too much of. So, those are just some ideas about other games I might consider doing a Let's Play of. If any of those sound interesting to you, drop me a note in the comments, and I will consider it. Or if you have any other suggestions, I'm always open to new games to potentially try. Okay, so with that out of the way, let's get back to business here. I had just finished up for one major war and one what turned out to be a fairly minor war. So the major war was vassalizing Naples, and they have already reconstituted at least a modest-size army here in Naples. I don't know if they have a fleet yet. And, of course, we just finished conquering Cyprus. So with Cyprus and Kaffa both generating unrest, we're going to have to be very carefully watching those unrest figures until that dissipates, we might have to raise the autonomy in those provinces if it gets too bad, although I did check out our stability and expansion tab, and so far we're still at 0%, but with a 14.4 every month, I should say. So I have to keep an eye on that. And then the Ottomans are currently at war with Muscovy. Muscovy is actually currently in 2 wars, all against the Sunni states of either Crimea, Ottomans, and Wallachia, which of course is the Ottomans' vassal, and Golden Horde and Ryazan. So there's a fairly major war going on over here. Now, I would be tempted to jump in, except that my major ally of Austria is also in a war against Bohemia Saxony. Now, that's not their war, unfortunately. That, I believe, is it's Brandenburg's war. So, unfortunately, it may or may not end anytime soon. If I could get in, if you recall, we just allied ourselves with Poland as well. If I could get Poland, Austria, and Hungary in on the war, I think I'd be willing to attack the Ottomans. Obviously Serbia and Aragon would be gravy at that point. But if I could get those 3, I think I would feel pretty good about my chances. If we look at the ledger and look at, I wanted military, have a quick look at the Ottomans' army. The Ottomans currently have 40,000 troops. Austria has 27,000. Poland, we can look at Lithuania. Lithuania has 36,000. Poland has 22,000. Of course, Lithuania is still under that personal union with Poland, so if we get Poland, we get Lithuania. And Hungary has a non-significant number. So I think the 4 of us together would be a match for the Ottomans, but I don't think they'd be willing to do it. I got 5 days before my diplomat comes back, and I can see what the alliance situation is. And so in the meantime, let me go ahead and I don't think I want to leave my troops in Cyprus. I think I'm going to go ahead and recombine them in Athens. So let's go ahead and sail my ships into port where they can pick up my army, and we can go ahead and unpause. Sorry about that. And we can go ahead and unpause the game. All right, let's get it going. All right, Tunis rival the Mamluks. All this stuff happens. Of course, whenever you reload the game, all these events always fire. Okay, let's see. Okay, we can recall our diplomat Serbia as well. We have a free diplomat available. I didn't want to do that. I want to board the ships and then move my transports over there. All right, let's just take a quick peek and see if I was to declare war. Yeah, so right now nobody is willing to join me, so that's obviously not going to happen. In another war, Austria. In another war, Poland is in debt. If they weren't in debt, they would join. Hungary is defensive, and they're in another war. They must be... I'll check that out in a second. And Serbia likes the Ottomans too much. An odd position for Serbia. I guess Serbia is not allied with the Ottomans. They must not be. Or not rival the Ottomans. Does not look like it, although they're allied with Hungary and Aragon. See, now it's interesting. If I was the Ottomans, I would seriously be thinking about probably attacking Hungary, since I'm their only significant ally. Who are they fighting? Oh, the Savoy has dragged them into a war with France. Well, that's not so good. All right, so even though the Ottomans are at war, the time is not ripe for our war with them. So we'll resume. Which means I should probably send my diplomat somewhere. Let's see, plus 82, plus 97, plus 100, plus 89. Did I check these guys? Plus 74. All right, I'll send them to Aragon. Okay. Relations actions. Oh. Why am I so bad at this? There it is. All right, improve relations. Okay. Well, let's see here. I'm going to drop it down to speed 2 again until I kind of get into the swing of things again. Whenever you're away again from a game for a week, you know, you kind of have to take you a few seconds to pick it back up. I can invest in diplomatic technology. I don't think I need those diplomatic points for anything else. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm not at war, so there's no reason to save them. Okay, let's check out my force limits. So I can require 1 more regiment and a bunch more ships. Okay, so the regiment, I'll go ahead and recruit here. And it looks like I need more cannons. So I have enough money. Let's go ahead and build some more cannons. Eventually I'm going to want, you know, you want cannons in the back row of your army when they're fighting. So you need quite a few cannons in order to have the appropriate mixture, in my experience. Now, I don't claim to be a complete expert on EU4 military tactics, but that's kind of my understanding. Is your front row, you want infantry in the middle, cavalry on the edges, and cannons in the back row. So you kind of need a lot of cannons. But I don't quite get that. I usually have a little bit more infantry that I probably should have in my armies. But either way, we definitely need more cannons. All right. What is my inflation? It is 0.9%. All right. I think I can afford 0.5% for some. Of course, it cost me 75 for -2, so that is almost by definition worth it. If you do the math on that. So now the next decision I have to make is, what kind of ships do I want? Let's take a look at the Ottomans' navy. Armies, so next, navies. I know it's going to be a lot bigger than mine, but alright, so they have 9 light ships, 44 galleys, 10 transports for a total of 63, and their force limit is 40. Just out of curiosity, I've been thinking about trying to vassalize Venice. Venice is 17 galleys and 7 light ships. I think I'm going to stick to galleys, and I'm going to try and possibly, let's see, we're making 3.2 a month. I probably can't quite afford to go over my force limit yet, but I may just build just a ton of galleys and go ahead and exceed my force limit at some point. We will see. I'm going to go build too many. So that's 6. That's my force limit. How many more could I have? I could have 8. So now normally you would probably build more light ships, but the problem is that on inland seas, galleys just eat up light ships. And I really am mostly concerned about the combat implications of my navy at the moment. So we currently have 15 galleys. So with 8 more galleys, we'd actually probably be able to beat Venice's fleet, but not the Ottomans, obviously. Although if we manage to catch part of the Ottomans' fleet, we might be able to sink it before reinforcements arrive. All right, we're finished improving relations with Naples. I'm going to send you probably to Hungary. I guess to Austria. Top that off. Keep a free diplomat on hand in case of emergencies. Austria broke their alliance with the Palatine. You know, we haven't checked our list of interested nations for a while. So let's sort by selected. Okay. And just kind of glance through and see if there's any that we should add. I'm going to go ahead and add Brandenburg. Let's see. Definitely want to add the Papal State. I can go ahead and add kind of Italy here, since we're now in Italy via Naples. It might be useful to keep an eye on them. Armenia. Not quite worth it. Definitely want to add Muscovy, Golden Horde, and Crimea. Let's see. Let's go ahead and add Kara. Pretty sure we already have the Mamluks. Okay. All right, we're getting into Asian nations here. Okay. Just check. Yeah, we have the Mamluks already. Okay. Austria broke their alliance with the Palatines. Austria's at peace. Okay, let's just go ahead and check. Gotta keep an eye on it. No, Austria. War exhaustion and manpower. Yeah, see that trust modifier. Because we've joined them in so many wars, we've built up a big trust modifier, which helps us get them into our wars. What would help even more is if we had a diplomatic reputation advisor instead of this trade efficiency guy, and we can get one, but he's too expensive. Too expensive. Although it might be worth considering hiring him for a couple of months if we think that that would be the difference. Okay. I want to merge. See, I don't want to merge that army, so I'll move those guys away. What can I select? I want to merge this army. Alright, now I'll move you back. Okay, my galleys are still building. Let's see here. Ferrara declared war on Tuscany. Really? Tuscany must be like being Tuscany and Genoa versus... Oh, so yeah, they're getting wrecked by France. So that's why Ferrara went after him. I'm not really ready to jump into Italy with both feet quite yet. But it's definitely worth considering. I can't fabricate any claims, of course, since this isn't actually my land. But it might be someday. Okay, let's see. Alright, so thinking, how's the Ottomans doing in their war? I should really look at who's the leader of that war? Crimea. How's Crimea? Oh, Crimea just made. Oh, so the Ottomans just made peace. Oh, here we go. Okay, Crimea vassalized Syria, or Circassia. Sorry, Crimea vassalized Circassia, and then rivaled Poland. I guess that's better than them rivaling me. Nogai declared war upon Muscovy. Muscovy is getting tag teamed. And my galleys are done. Send them to join up with my main fleet in Athens. Okay. So... waiting for the orders. Now, Serbia is an Orthodox country. I don't suppose they would be willing to be vassalized. No, too big. Too big. I was thinking about trying to diplo-vassalize these guys. But that distance penalty is just a little bit too severe. Need to conquer some more land over there first. You know, the other thing I can do... Actually, there's two things I really should do. One of them is fabricate a claim on Burgos. The reason why I want to do that is because if I go to war with the Ottomans and win, I really want to take a province next to my capital so that they can't take my capital in a future war in case things go horribly. And Burgos is not a core, and this is their capital, so I can't take this. So Burgos would be the most likely province I would want to take. Yeah, I can bring him back. The other thing I can do is fabricate a claim on ISIL. I'm not super thrilled with this plan because... Let's see, who are they allied? They're allied with Tunis. I don't super care about that unless they have a big navy. But the reason why I'm not super thrilled about that plan is I don't... the idea when you're fighting the Ottomans is because they're just too big to capture all in one gulp. If you can kind of kick them out of their European provinces and siege all of them and leave your main armies kind of at the strait crossings, you can really make it hard for them because they have to go to take the strait crossing penalty. Of course, that does now require, I haven't considered it kind of requires a general with good maneuver in order for them not to get the strait crossing penalty. But also, if you can somehow get naval superiority on them, then you can simply put a navy there, and then you can really wreak havoc on them. You can fight a battle here, they start retreating, you pop your navy out, they're forced back into the province they started with, and you stack wipe them. It's just brutal. But you have to get naval superiority on them for them to work. But in any case, you don't usually that's good. You don't usually go after these provinces because it's you can't find them everywhere, and you can't really chase them down all the way over here. Okay, can we call it different from Austria? Province is rival to Papal State. Siena is rival to Georgia. Savoy will. All right, so Savoy lost a war against Milan. Savoy will lose Provence as a sovereign state. Well, that's good news for France. Okay, that doesn't matter to me. Let's see. Tuscany will annul all treaties with Savoy. Tuscany will... Alright, so that's a nothing. Okay. And here's where I get to... Well, I don't really need the stability. But I still don't really want Patriarch Authority. Patriarch Authority allows you to kind of trade income for a lot of good stuff. And I am interested in the good stuff eventually, but right now I really need the income. So I'm not going to go for the Patriarch Authority yet. If we ever get big enough that income isn't as big of a concern, then I will go for the Patriarch Authority. The Papal State has rivaled me. Interesting. If I was Catholic, I would probably care a lot more about that. Siena, Byzantium, and Tuscany. So these guys are in the coalition against me, if I remember correctly. Or are they not? Let's see. Is there a coalition against me? Yeah. The Knights, Papal State, Tuscany, and Venice. Which... I actually wouldn't mind fighting this coalition if I could get just those 4 countries. I have no way to get a CB against any of them, I don't think. However, Switzerland declared war on Savoy. Okay, how is... Let's close this. Alright, how's Austria doing here? Still at peace. Poland is still at peace. Hungary is now at peace. Serbia is now at peace. And the Ottomans are at peace. Ooh, interesting. How am I doing here? I can get Aragon, Austria, and Poland. Oh, and Hungary. Let me refresh this. And Hungary, but not Serbia. Aragon... Austria, Poland, and Hungary. Well, now I got to put my money where my mouth is, don't I? So they would call Tunis. Yeah, that would be the war goal I would want. Tunis, Golden Horde, Crimea. All right, I knew them in a war. The Golden Horde is losing a war against Muscovy. And, okay, they're at peace. And Tunis is also at peace. What is it? Why? I wonder why Aragon's so eager to join me. They don't have them as a rival, but not that I'm complaining, mind you. Because if I have any chance of weeding the Ottomans' navy as a final victory, I'm going to need their help. Hills and mountains. So I think my strategy for this war, I've done a little bit of thinking about this, is I'm going to start off, because it's going to take some time for my allies' troops to get down here. So I'm going to start off by having my 18,000 troops stand in the mountains in Moria and hope that they can survive there, because it's probably going to take the Ottomans some time to come after me as well. All right, are we really going to do this? I think we are. Let me just take a quick look at Tunis's navy. Navies, Tunis. Okay, they don't have a navy. All right. That cinches it. We're doing this. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the time has finally come. We have assembled our alliance. We have expanded our power base to the point where we can rival them. We have rivaled them. We have forged an alliance of Western nations, including Poland, Lithuania, Hungary, Austria, and Aragon. And we are about to attempt to begin the reconquest of Byzantium, main Byzantium territory, from the evil Turkish Ottoman Empire. Ladies and gentlemen, it's on. All right. So this is, of course, since we started fabricating this claim, we should still be able to keep doing it and finish it before the war ends. Okay. All right. We have to do anything else. So the vassals jumped in. So let's see. Did all of our allies come? Aragon, Austria, Hungary, Lithuania, Moldavia, Naples, Poland, and Ragusa and the Teutonic Order. Look at this massive war. Ottomans, Caesarea, Crimea, Golden Horde, Ryazan, Tunis, and Wallachia. This is, so we have, well, I was right in that we're a match for them. We have 103,000 infantry, 47,000 cavalry, and 11,000 cannons against only 51,000 infantry, 16,000, and 4,000. The difference is, of course, is that our armies are divided amongst several major participants, and most of their force comes from just one participant, that is the Ottomans. Our navies are much more evenly matched, but we still have a slight advantage. Most of the Byzantium 22 galleys, Aragon 16 galleys, Austria pitching in with 13. And almost all of their navy comes from the Ottomans. And again, almost all of their So, all right. This is where the game turns one way or the other. Either we win and we can start. The difference is in this version, of course, is that if we win, we're going to have such a long truce timer. I might actually consider breaking truce because it will give them so much more time to recover. But than you used to have. I mean, 10 years was nothing. You could simply declare war on the Ottomans every 10 years and they wouldn't be able to recover. But all right, if we lose, well, let's just not lose. All right, here we go. Definitely going to keep it on speed 2. I may even drop it to speed 1 at some point during this war. So let's see. Now, where is their navy? They got 21 ships here, but most of them are transports. 18 ships here. These guys are coming over. All right. This is a little risky, but I'm going to try and get my fleet in there. We'll see if I can do it. If I can, I might be able to pop out and slow down this army from crossing over here. Okay, what does this naval battle look like? This is 22 and 7 against 11 and 10. Well, I'm going to win this unless they reinforce. Alright, well, we'll let this tick for a little while. Okay, they discovered me fabricating a claim. That's fine. Are our allies' armies coming? Hard to say. Hard to say. If Austria doesn't actually come, Poland's army is coming. Lithuania is probably going to wind up fighting Crimea, which is fine. Looks like Poland's army is coming. Hungary just doesn't have much of an army. Don't know, guys. Don't know. Okay. 29th of August. How long is it going to take for us to win this naval battle? Okay, they're still in port there. Alright, well, we're sinking their ships. Hope they're going the other way. This could be good, ladies and gentlemen. This could be good. Alright, one galley left. We're going after their transports. Looks like they're going to get their army across, though. Uh-oh. This is trouble right here. They're not coming after us yet. But if we win this battle, though, I'm probably not going to be able to sail in there. Still not coming after us. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to stop that army from getting over here, though. So their army is going that way. Interesting. I wonder if they'll bring these guys down to attack me. Okay. Go forward a little bit more. Alright. We sank 11. So that's about a quarter of their a quarter of their galleys and probably more than half of their transports. But they're arriving on the 26th. So we got to flee back into port here. What port should we go into? I think we should go into Athens. I guess we could go into Naxos. That's probably better, actually. They're less likely to come after Naxos first. I don't want to get trapped there. Okay. So we're going to flee into Naxos. Let's take a look at the Navy situation now. They're down to 36 galleys, 9 light ships for the Ottomans. So they still have bigger navy than me. But if we can bite off another chunk of it, then we might be able to eventually get naval superiority. How badly did our fleet didn't really get damaged that much. See, this is the advantage of building a ton of galleys. All right. So we're going to flee into port, and we made it. And we're going to repair there and see what they do with this fleet. All right, well, let's see where this army goes. Okay, so this army is going to go up, and it looks like it's going to go up and attack Poland or maybe Lithuania. This army is also going in that direction. All right, I'm going to go ahead, keeping a weather eye on those armies, and start to siege the war goal here. So I can start building a ticking war score, hopefully. Okay, the Ottomans are fabricating a claim on Cyprus. Now, this may provoke them to come down and fight me. We'll see. I would love for them to split up their navy and give me a chance to bite off another piece of it, but I'm not sure they're going to do that. Okay. Alright, my troops have arrived in Epirus. Where is their navy? Their navy is way over there. Alright, I'm going to sneak my navy over here and blockade. This is kind of a risky play. Wait, alright, so they're going to be in the Aegean on the 27th of October. Oh, that's too close. I want to go to Naxos. Yeah, too close. Back into port. We'll wait for them to move away again. And then see if I can... that'll allow the month to kick over. That should repair the rest of my damaged ships, too. It's not a terrible thing. Alright, so where are their armies? This army went and is beating Poland's army, which is not good, of course. Where's Austria's army? Austria's army is going in the opposite direction. Come on, Austria. Seriously? Can't afford to have you sit this one out. I'm fighting this war so you don't have to. Dang it. These guys are going back. No, they're going to the eastern Black Sea. Okay, alright. Let's see if I can sneak out again then. Oh, no. Nope, can't sneak out again. Back to port. Arrive in the Gulf of Varna. I probably have to let them get all the way to the eastern Black Sea before I can go out there. Alright, Lithuania is beating up again Crimea. So there's 2 Ottoman armies, and they both went north. Okay, that's fine. I'll let my allies fight them for a while. Okay, 1st of December. Okay, they're in the Gulf of Varna. Where are they going now? Now they're going back. They're just patrolling. Well, let's see. If I move out, let's see, they arrive on the 15th of December. Alright, so if I move out now, see if I can make it over here. 17th of December. Hungary has been attacked by Venice. Venice has attacked Hungary. Well... Oh, my vassals' troops are getting beaten up. Well, I obviously have to accept this. It's not really... Who's in this war? It's just Venice at the moment. It's not really that big of a deal. I don't think. But we'll see. Alright, so that's going to arrive on the 29th. I'm going to be in Crete on the 26th. Okay. Alright, I'm in Crete. I'm going to be in Ionian on the 4th. The nice thing about this is I have ports adjacent to all of these sea zones. So if I'm going to get caught, I can always just duck into port. See if they continue to chase me. I suspect they will. Although if they chase me too far, then me and Austria can gang up on this fleet and beat it. So I hope they do chase me. Gulf of Silesia. Oh, they're going that way. Interesting. Oh, it's because they have another fleet over here. Oh, interesting. Alright, well I'm going to stick to my... Nobody's going to the Sea of Crete. Alright, so it looks like I'm going to make it over here. Austria is blockading this for me, but I'm going to go ahead and join up our fleets here. If Aragon also joins up our fleets, then we would actually have a bigger fleet than the Ottomans have left. But they probably won't. I don't think you can attach... Yeah, it's not like armies. You can't attach to fleets. Okay. Ottomans are marching deeper and deeper into Lithuania. Who is this that's... Oh, Moldavia's army is besieging the Crimea. And there's the rest of Lithuania's army. Who is this? Syrian Patriots. They probably want to, join... Or sorry, not Circassian Patriots probably want to join Circassia. Alright, looks like Aragon's navy is... Oh, looks like some other countries joined this war. Oh, just the Knights. The Knights. That does look pretty tasty, although... Is Aragon in this war? They're not. Well, obviously... Oh, Aragon's landed some armies. Awesome. Obviously, if... depending on what happens with my Ottoman war... which reminds me, I should keep an eye on my revolt risk here real quick. So, okay, only at 10%. That's fine. Depending on what happens in the Ottoman War, we might be able to go and get the Knights' territory as well afterwards, but we'll see. I have a feeling Hungary's going to lose to Venice before that happens. Oh no! 100 diplomatic power? Okay, I'm definitely losing the diplomatic power. That's fine. Well, it occurs to me I probably should have chosen Holy War instead of Reconquest as my CB. But for this war, I don't think it's going to matter too much. It's going to cost me a little bit of extra diplomatic power. But that's not too bad. I have a diplomat I should send somewhere. I think with Austria as my ally, I'm never going to be friendly with France. Let's improve relations with Castile again. Kara has rivaled the Ottomans. That's good. Alright, what's going on with the Ottoman Navy here? I think they're not split up enough for me to try and go after them. The Venetian Navy is a little bit of a worry, but I think my Navy is a match for the Venetian Navy. As long as we don't wind up fighting the Venetian Navy and the Ottoman Navy at the same time, we should be fine. Venice is besieging Naples. Well, that's not good, but it's not terrible either. It's not like Naples is going to leave that war. They can't. And that doesn't sound like that's going to Dalmatia. Yeah, they have to capture this to get the war goal. So, whatever. Go for it. Venice, you besiege Naples. Oh, now this is interesting. Aragon, Ragusa, and Hungary are fighting the Ottomans in... What kind of terrain is this? This is plains. Maybe I should go help them. Their other army is not in reach. Alright. I'm going to go see what I can do up here. I might not get there before the end of the battle, but... well, we'll see. Looks like the Ottomans are going to win that battle. Keep an eye on their other army. And of course their navy. What ships? This is 9 light ships and 10 galleys. That's 6 galleys. That's 6 galleys. Okay, the Ottomans won that battle. They have a 2-3-2. Do I want to attack them? The morale is pretty low. And they're in the plains. I don't really have a numbers advantage. I guess I could have... What's their military? Oh, their military is level 7. And I think ours is only level 6. Oh no, ours is level 7 too. So that's even. I'm going to let it go for now and see what they do. 23rd of June. They're going to get 1 morale back. We'll still be at a morale advantage. We might have a crossing penalty though. We will have a crossing penalty. They have a... alright, I'm going to go for it. Their other army is far, far away. Yeah, I'm going to go for it. Okay. So, we have a small fire advantage. We do have a crossing penalty. But we are starting off with a huge morale advantage. Okay, so far so good. What are their stats? They have 5% discipline from traditions. They have slightly higher maximum morale. And they have slightly higher tactics. So their troops are better than ours, but it's not significant. Okay, so we won that battle. Do I want to chase them? I don't think so. I think I'm going to go back and rejoin my sieging troops here. Or do I want to let my armies reinforce? Maybe I'll go back to Athens and let my armies reinforce. Plus 1% missionary strength. Unfortunately, that doesn't really help me. I could do this mission. Does that potentially? Sure. If I lose this war, I'll just cancel the mission. Yeah, 2 main diplomatic quotations. That's fine. And hire a free military leader. I will think about it. Okay, Aragon is sieging Albania. That's fine. That's good. Yeah, and they're retreating back across the strait, so there's no way I could have caught them anyway. Alright, we won the Siege of Epirus, guys. We've taken the war goal. Still at minus 4%. From 11 battles, minus 4. And a bunch of blockades. But, yep. Alright. What do I want to do with these troops? I'm thinking I'm just going to go ahead and start... I'm going to start sieging this. I will eventually want to start sieging Thessaly too, but... Yeah, I just took a mission for it, actually. I'll start sieging Thessaly. It's a slightly better province anyway. Even though it'll take longer because I won't be able to blockade it. Because I still can't go after their navy. Although it's kind of, I mean, again, if we could gang up. Man, Venice has still actually made no progress on this siege. That's pretty funny. Okay. Okay. Alright. We can go ahead and let these troops recover to full strength. And it looks like my timer's going off. So I'm going to go ahead and put a cut in this episode here. Thank you very much for watching. This is turned out to be somewhat of an exciting episode. We are our allies are mostly getting spanked, but we've won 2 key battles. One by sinking about a quarter of the Ottoman navy without taking any losses, and the other one by defeating one of the 2 Ottoman... there's got to be... Well, no. Yeah, they had about 18 and 20. It's 38. That was probably... They might have another small army somewhere, but that's at least probably a third of their troops. Probably a little bit more than that. And our allies are not... Well, Austria's kind of staying out of the fight, unfortunately. Unless maybe this army is coming. Maybe, hopefully. If Austria's troops were to join this fight, I think it looks like we would crush the Ottomans. But so far, Austria is sitting out of it. But we have taken the war goal. That'll give us a nice ticking war score. Again, we're not trying to destroy the Ottomans in one war. We're trying to strengthen ourselves and weaken them at the same time. All right. Anyway, so that'll be the end of this episode. If you enjoyed watching it, please consider liking the video or subscribing to the channel if you want to see how the rest of this turns out. Either way, thank you so much for watching and have a terrific day.